The story continues with all the anime girls dispersing, so Mira decides to do a quick workout before heading to bed. As she pumps some iron, we figure out why the girls' only nation is stronger than the men, since they can't even squat as much as her. Regardless, Mira gets distracted as she hears someone walk by, only to discover an unusual sight as Chu is without her combat gear. Now she just looks like a usual civilian instead of the feared sniper with her signature weapon and cow-like clothes. However, the Crimson Foxes now need to get used to Cho on maintenance leave after Herring destroyed her with his rice cake attack. As such, she's now responsible for helping the human race continue on, since the girls are the only ones that can reproduce. Meanwhile, a blurry Ara getting ready for bed hears two quick knocks on her door, although she's not expecting anyone to visit her during this hour. It's then revealed that the surprise visitor is actually Chu. Now that would be pretty weird if you ask me, since these girls are all sharing the same Prince Behemoth. Nevertheless, Ara opens the door for her and, like a true menace, starts eating chocolate right after she brushed her teeth. Ara then offers to share a piece exactly just like them sharing Herring, but Chu refuses, telling her she ain't want no cavities. Cho then starts lecturing Ara about not snacking right before bed, but she doesn't care at all, as food is the only thing that might separate her from experiencing the Prince Behemoth. And so Komen decides to change the subject, wanting to know why she decided to visit her late at night, right before her puzzle duel. Without sugarcoating it, Chu reveals that Youngji is confirmed to be pregnant after experiencing the Prince Behemoth explode, shocking Ara. The future queen also learns that Chu received her information from a trusted source, so she starts explaining that if Youngji could get pregnant, then so could she. Cho continues on by warning her that if both elite members succumb to Herring's powers, then it's highly likely that it'll be Ara's turn next. However, Ara responds by asking her why she's being so serious right now, since it's pretty obvious what could happen. But it turns out that Chu is trying to be a good friend, as she wants Ara to know that the higher-ups are keeping it a secret about Youngji. Since Ara wants to be queen one day, Cho starts questioning the intentions of the rank 1 swordsman on the planet, as her plans will get ruined if she becomes pregnant. But out of nowhere, Ara interrupts her, revealing the true reason why she chose Herring, so she uses her hands to explain how Herring is way above national average in regards to average banana tree size. Unfortunately, her joke doesn't resonate with Cho, as she has first-hand experience in battle with a Prince Behemoth as thick as Herring. In the end, Ara cuts all formalities as she tells the truth, claiming that Herring is the man for her, since he makes her smile without him even trying. And so our queen gives us a valuable lesson to all boys out there, reminding you guys to just have a huge banana plantation going and you'll be set for life. Nonetheless, after hearing the experience Chu had with Herring, Ara is more confident than ever that Herring is the man, since even she was surprised herself when she gave him her collar. In the end, Ara wishes Chu the best, as we discover that Cow Lady always dreamed of having a child, and now she might get the chance to fulfill her dream and retire from the Special Forces. As Chu leaves the room, she still can't shake the feeling that Era is walking into a trap. She then reveals that the legendary Green Nure was betrayed by the higher-ups, having the exact same circumstances as Ara, due to her challenging the queen for the throne, while also successfully extracting a seed from an elite wolf. Regardless, it seems as if Chu has turned into a simp for Herring, as her inner true self wants to keep Herring from any danger he didn't sign up for. Meanwhile, Ara starts outside her bedroom window as she cuddles with a real-life fox, where she tells herself that she's at peace with her decision. Fast forward the next morning, Herring's name echoes through the elite headquarters, telling our boy to hurry up. And so he swiftly runs out of his room looking better than usual, as today is a day every man marks on their calendar, since it's time for some legendary rice cake destroying. To Herring's surprise, even the Ninja Turtle has somehow scored a duel at puzzle. But seriously, who's the mysterious girl willing to risk it all with this mad lad? Nevertheless, the chosen elite to destroy rice cakes for the day all line up outside headquarters, as they all will arrive together at the Promised Land. Right before everyone departs, Baekmu appears, revealing to the unit that he's the one spearheading the mission of Palace Intelligence, and others will also accompany them in case things go wrong. However, all the higher-ups start making fun of Herring, begging him to remove his scarf since it's apparently not manly, but he refuses to do so, explaining that it's his good luck charm. Meanwhile, Maru the nerd and the sussy hipster looks on from behind, unable to believe their rookie and the round boy Eden get to go to puzzle, while they have to stay back. Things then take a turn as the two start discussing rumors that the Wolves have something planned for this special occasion, so the duo is unable to be happy for their squad mates due to an uneasy aura about the event. But truth be told, the boys are probably just jealous that a brand new noob is sweeping every rice cake around day by day without trying. Anyways, as they continue their journey to the Promised Land, not a single person talks on the caravan, so it's awkward as heck. Like real introverts, both Herring and Eden try their hardest to not make eye contact with anyone, just to make sure they don't have to make some small talk. Unfortunately, Herring messes up as he catches the gaze of one of them, so he starts laughing at him, causing Herring's mouth to transform into the forbidden other hole, with the two Shadow Ops members laughing hysterically. Mu turns around to look at Herring, telling him no pressure, but then he tells him that the entire pride of the wolves are on the line. With the failed attempt to ease the rookie's feelings, he just nods on as he attempts to shrug off the weight of the entire male population as they want him to win the duel instead of him exploding first. Upon finally arriving at the gates of their destination, one of the men on guard make a remark about how they thought the Prince Behemoth would look more rugged. Regardless, they open the gates, allowing them in, but that's why you never judge a book by its cover, since it could be hiding something huge. The caravan then slowly continued on with no one in sight, other than a huge valley overlooking the palace of Puzel. As they get closer to the esteemed arena built for rice cake destroying, Herring gets awestruck as he didn't realize it was so huge, and it even had a waterfall underneath. Eventually, Herring is able to take his first steps outside the doors of Puzel, only for Mu to reveal that this place actually used to be the headquarters for the Crimson Foxes. Mu then gets interrupted as the boys stop paying attention, due to them noticing the timely arrival of the elite foxes on the opposite end of the road. Now, for the first time ever, Ara dons a dress of crimson color in front of a man, stunning every man within vicinity, due to her finally not looking like Elle from Death Note. She actually looks great in color, so no wonder Karim is such an ultimate simp for this girl. Regardless, Ara makes her way in front of the steps of Puzel with sword in hand, facing her future rice cake destroyer, with Mu and the Black Thorn leader watching. After staring at each other for quite some time, the future queen finally opens her mouth, but she only says hi, causing Herring to accidentally let it slip with him saying she's so beautiful. Unfortunately, Herring receives no compliment back as Arab just says he looks okay, since what really matters is what you're packing, I mean your heart. Luckily for Herring, his embarrassment gets some relief as the Black Thorn steps in, ordering him to hurry up, since she's a grumpy oldie. However, Mu tells her to stop being so uptight, since today is a rare occasion with the main course being two first-timers. But his attempt at easing tensions fails, so Mu ends up going through with tradition, introducing everyone, including the main man, Herring, member of the Garimbi elite. He also introduces Eden, causing the Blackthorn guards to laugh in the background, unable to fathom how these two boys are the best the wolves can conjure up. After Mu finishes, Blackthorn leader Hang Yanhee does the same and starts introducing everyone accompanying her today. However, the wolves' Shadow Ops are shocked to learn the Crimson Foxes brought along administrative heads, letting them know that the foxes ain't messing around. Regardless, we finally find out who's the one that chose Eden, as it turns out to be none other than Blondie herself. But she's literally a wild card, so I should have seen that coming. Anyways, let's cut to the chase, as we've been waiting 11 straight episodes just for this moment. After Herring hands over his weapon to the girl and Ara handing over her weapon to Mu, they allow the two to finally get ready for the epic duel. Meanwhile, Blondie tries to bribe the Blackthorn to let her in early as she just wants some rice cake with sausage toppings since she's been craving banana tree seeds all week, but she's refused entry, forced to wait 10 whole minutes. As everyone else waits for the duel to finish, Mu ends up offering Yeonhee some tea, and so she finally relents and takes Mu up on his offer. Now back to the action, Herring's heart starts to beat super fast and loud while he shadows Ara from behind. But it's literally love at first sight, as Ara feels the exact same way, almost fooling me that this wasn't a cultured masterpiece. Suddenly, Ara grabs Herring's hand, telling him that they should go together instead of him following, as she makes an excuse that's her first time as well. As such, Herring's heart stops as soon as she let him forward to the end of the hallway, probably busy thinking it's rice cake popping time. Upon reaching the end of the hallway, the two take a moment to open the door, as Ara explains that from here on forward, the real Puzel will unfold. Much to their surprise, as they push on, a girl appears, curiously asking both of them if it's their first time. It's then revealed that the girl's name is Hannah Lin, and she will be the one taking care of Ara. Shortly after, with no explanation, a man appears by the name of Dongi, explaining to Herring that he will be the one in charge of taking care of him. And so apparently Puzel has servants for those here to duel, so they start showing the two lovebirds around the beautiful palace. The servants then remind the two of the rules, where they can only choose one room, and they must stay inside until the allotted time has finished. Ara then wastes no time as she instantly picks a room, ready to rumble and tussle, so she's basically putting the pants on in their relationship with Herring just being a yes man. The two then enter the room, but Herring gets fixated on all the lovely decor, only for him to not realize that Ara has already gone missing. As he's too busy amazed at the grandeur of the rune, Ara comes flying in with a surprise attack from the top of the rune, catching an unsuspecting herring.